How's it going, everybody? This is Radishhead, and welcome back to another episode of Upland Analysis. This is going to be quite a fun video. I've got a couple of announcements and giveaways to do, and I'm just going to be sharing a little bit about my strategy in Upland at the moment. Obviously, we've had the Dallas release. I'll give you my thoughts on that, and how I'm preparing for the next big thing that Upland is inevitably going to throw at us. There are going to be 2 giveaways in this video, so stick around until the end to find out more information and to see whether you have been a winner. As always, I want to thank my executive level channel members, Bad Frog and Monopoly Mike. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, all of the details are in the join button below the video. And thank you very much if you do choose to support the channel in that way. Now, how have I been doing since the Dallas release? Well, obviously the actual collection reveals in Dallas were sort of up and down. I think we did quite well in terms of the streets. We predicted Main Street. I know that Swiss Avenue as a rare collection was one which I predicted, and I didn't see many other people talking about that one before I mentioned it. It is definitely a shame that none of the downtown districts hit collection status. I think a lot of us were expecting at least 1 or 2 of them to hit. I'm very surprised that none of them did, but never mind. I am not selling my property that I got in the Arts District because there are so few properties there, and it is such a fantastic, it's like one of the best arts districts in the United States. So I'm going to be keeping hold of that. Anybody else who owns property in the Arts District, maybe we can collaborate. There's only 50 properties down here, so I feel like between us we can probably make this like a, I don't really want to call it a node. It's not going to be a node that I'm going to be running, but I could see some people banding together and making something of it. A little bit like Bourbon Street in New Orleans. That was not a collection, which upset a lot of people, but you know what? They all came together, they all built it up, and now it's one of the highest demand streets in all of Upland. So maybe we can do something similar with Arts District. But aside from that, I did get some lovely comments from people who managed to strike it lucky following some of my predictions, especially on Swiss Avenue. I want to give a special shout out to the user Sedi in Upland, who was kind enough to let me buy one of their Swiss Avenues at mint price as a thank you for calling that collection correctly, because they were able to mint 4 of them, so they had a full set plus an extra one. Wow, very, very generous. I don't expect that at all for what I do, honestly. Just you guys watching the videos is all that I do this for. But yeah, this is the guy here, Sedi, when it pops up. So thank you very much. I am very grateful. And another very generous anonymous Holliswood member who also did well with Swiss Avenue is kind of celebrating the occasion with a special giveaway for Holliswood users, and I'm going to announce that giveaway now. All you've got to do to be a part of this giveaway is to own property in Holliswood, where I'm zooming into right now. It's in Queens. You all know where it is. I'm zooming in. If you own a property here and you start a building on it, I'm going to do a drawing in 1 week's time, and this person is going to complete your structure with the 20 spark that they have on hand. So what a fantastic initiative. As I said before, all you've got to do is start building on one of your properties in Holliswood, and in a week's time I'm going to do a drawing of all the people that are currently building in Holliswood, and they will be the lucky benefactors of this 20 spark giveaway. So thank you very much for this person as well. What a fantastic initiative. And that leads in really nicely with my existing efforts to try and build up Holliswood. I've got an apartment building going up over here. It's almost complete. We have a factory over here. We've got showrooms going up. It's pretty incredible. I think for anybody who's interested in the meta venture or manufacturing side of the game, grabbing property either in Holliswood or nearby it, so that this is a whole community of highly active Upland users, I think it'd be a fantastic place to dedicate your business to. And what what better way to celebrate the ongoing success of Holliswood than to have the first of the Let's Build Up Holliswood giveaway draws right now. For those of you who missed this initiative, for every 10% completion that this neighbourhood achieves, I will be giving away a certain amount of UPIX. So we've just hit 30% completion in Holliswood. That means that 30% of all of these properties within the neighbourhood have a completed structure on them. That means that one of the residents here is going to win 30,000 UPIX. And yes, I did say residents because I don't just want to encourage properties to be built, I also want to encourage an active committed community in Holliswood. So you need to set your personal residence within Holliswood in order to have a chance of winning. This is my personal residence down here in Holliswood, 8617 Palermo Street. It's looking like a pretty nice street already. We've got, who is this down here with their car parked outside? That's pretty cool. Hey, look at that dry shadow with the sporty coupe. Very cool. But yeah, I'm going to do a quick jump cut, and I'm going to gather all of the names of all of the people who have registered their home address in Holliswood and posted the picture of the little custom explorer that you get inside the Club Radish server. If you click download profile picture here, it'll give you a little icon just to prove, you know, who you are and that you're in Holliswood, you're in Queens. And then if you can please post that in the Holliswood channel in my Discord server. As always, the link to that is in the description. That's how you get entries to these Build Up Holliswood giveaways. So let's see who the winner of the 30,000 celebration will be. Okay, I'm back. I've gone into the Club Radish Discord. I've clicked on Holliswood's general and I have typed into this spinner here everybody who has demonstrated their residency status in Holliswood, Queens. So here we go. Let's give it a spin for 30,000 UPIX, and this is quite exciting. The first of many giveaways, hopefully, and unbelievable. It is the executive himself. It's Bad Frog. Thank you very much for participating, everybody. Bad Frog, I will send you your 30,000 UPIX immediately, and yeah. We're at about 33% complete now, I think, in Holliswood, so it's not too long before we hit 40%, and when we hit 40%, that is 40,000 UPIX being given away to a random person with their residency in Holliswood. So keep building up, keep on setting your residency here, and I can't wait for the next giveaway. Let's talk more about Upland strategy in the meantime. What else have I been doing since the Dallas release? So I've been trying to flip some of the properties that I got, but you'll notice that my Block Explorer is already back in Los Angeles. That's usually where it spends its time when it's not doing something exciting in Queens or participating in a new city release. That is because a lot of my favourite Block Explorer shops are located in Los Angeles, especially around the Century City area, and Buck Explorers down here is really good as well in the south. If I just open up my assets over here and I go over to Block Explorers, I've gained a few of these Thrifty Trader Explorers. I'm not very good at the Thrifty Trader event myself, but I do think that these collectibles themselves could be something to keep an eye on. There's usually only 200 available per city, and obviously as more cities come out, we get more of these Block Explorers. I think, you know, going forward like a few months, a year, somebody who has all of these in their collection, that's going to be quite prestigious, and I think people might pay quite a lot for the whole set. Maybe not right now, but they seem to be one of the more collectible block explorers out there, similar to the wizards, but of course the wizards are a lot more expensive than these trader ones, and I just really like the trader ones. So I went out to a few places in Los Angeles. I managed to grab the Oakland trader, which I think was the most expensive one because that is the oldest one, I think. So I'm really glad to finally have that one locked down. There aren't many of those for sale. I also got the Las Vegas trader, I got the LA trader, I got the Rio trader, and I think I got the Porto one as well. So I went a bit crazy, but I'm really glad to have that collection up to date, and definitely when the Dallas one and the Arlington one come out, I will be grabbing those as well. So that is something that I've been doing, is trying to boost up my Block Explorer collection, because I think the market for them is a little bit soft right now, and I think there's a lot of potential for that to go up in the future, especially as Layer 2 continues to be rolled out. I know that Layer 2 feels a bit nebulous at the moment, but it does feel like those wheels are starting to turn now. I did notice that the founder of UpX World, Thank Me Later, has been buying a lot of Block Explorers recently. UpX World is going to be one of the leading Layer 2 resources. You should definitely check out some of the stuff that he's been putting out if you haven't already. But I have a feeling that Block Explorers might be, not an insignificant part of that experience. Speaking of Block Explorers, I've been trying not to get rid of all of my liquidity. Liquidity is something which seems to be quite hard to come by in Upland at the moment, so I always try to keep a decent amount of UpX going, for the next city or the next car release or the next expansion release. Whatever it is, I like to try and have enough UpX that I can participate. And that does bring me quite nicely to, it hasn't been tokenized yet, but of course we had World Tourism Week. Thank you to everybody who tuned into my Rio stream. That was very fun. But for those of you who did actually go around and participate in all the tours, we got Block Explorers, and one of them is really interesting. I don't know if we can actually see it. I probably could have found a better way to do this, but here is a very small image of the World Explorer 2022 Block Explorer, and it's got New York, it's got Rio, brilliant. But you know what else it's got? It's got the Burj Khalifa in the background from Dubai, and it's got the Sydney Opera House, of course, from Sydney in the Explorer. So I don't know if this is Upland hinting something. They do sometimes like to hint at upcoming things in artwork or in Block Explorers or whatever. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Dubai or Sydney coming fairly soon. Both of those would obviously be pretty hype releases, so I'm definitely keeping some UpX on hand in case that is the case. So that's really what's going on with me at the moment. Kind of flipping some of my Dallas properties, collecting some Block Explorers, generally trying to keep an eye out on the market while maintaining some liquidity. Let me know in the comments what it is that you are up to at the moment in Upland. And before I head off, I always like to thank my executive and director level channel members: Monopoly Mike, Bad Frog, Tajar Zing, HH Toyboy, and Rasmus Bro. Thank you very much for your support. Thank everybody for watching the episode all the way to the end. If you liked it, give me a like. If you're not subscribed, why not? And until next time, I'll see you then.